Hello, this is Donna Tushoff, or Donna T Crafting on the socials, and today I'm here to make a card featuring products from the June 2026 Pixi Dust Designs release. This is part of a video hop, and I hope you will join us. I'm going to be using two products. One is called The Lord is My Shepherd, and the other is Be Strong and Courageous. These are mostly die sets, but they do have a stamp with the sentiment on it. I have already die cut my pieces, and I like to add a little bit of ink along the outside of my die cuts just to give it some differentiation in color, and so it's not so flat. So I added some darker brown along the mane of the lion. I'm adding a little bit of lighter brown along the body of the lion and along the legs and the different pieces and parts. This lion has several pieces, and I cut those mostly in three colors of brown: a dark, a medium, and a very light color. And then I can, once I have the ink in place, I can take all those pieces and start putting them together to create this really cute little lion. This is part of the Be Strong and Courageous set, and like I said, I think this lion is just adorable. So um, it makes such a cute image for any type of card that you're going to be using. It also comes with some flowers, which I will be adding to this card as well, and I did cut those as well. So I've added the tip to the tail, which is just cute as can be. I will add the face and to the main part, so that is in place. This comes together very easily the way this die set is created. It makes it super easy to put together and figure out which pieces and parts go where. Not a hard set to put together and beautiful images to make. It even has little eyebrows for the eyes, and that's what I had to go and find, is the dark brown little eyebrows that needed to go onto the lion's face. So there's even those little pieces in this die set. There are little ears. There are two pieces to the ears. There's an outside piece and an inner piece, so you can cut those in different colors as well. I just really think that everything was thought of on this, and it makes it super adorable and easy to put together by having those pieces cut like that. There is a little piece of the belly as well, which it can be done in, I did it in the lighter brown just to make it a little offset from the medium brown. I think it makes it really cute. And then there is a little nose and mouth piece. And then the eyes are super adorable in that they are big, huge eyes that are white and black. So I finished my lion, and now I'm going to work on my lamb. The lamb is part of the Lord is My Shepherd set, and I cut the body of the lamb in white cardstock, and I am going in with a super, super light gray. This is a C0 if you're in the Copic brand, and I'm just tracing the little indented or embossed areas of the wool with that light gray just to give it a little bit of texture. I also thought about, I could have added some puffy embossing powder on the wool. I think that would be really cool. But for this one, I just decided to use the gray to trace around those edges of the wool and then the places where the dye had created lines so that those would be accented on the body, the head, and the tail of the lamb. So I did that first before I started putting my lamb together. And you can't see it as well here, but in the close-up you can see, when I do a close-up later, you can see that that's in place. I am going to add the head, but then I decided I better not do the head yet. I needed to add the ears because I wanted my head to go over my ears instead of the ears on top of my head. So I had to go back and add the ears first. So And they're super easy to find where those go because there's indentations for those, and then I can put the head on top of that. There are little feet. The little feet also have tiny little black pieces that are the hooves on the feet, I would assume. You would call that. And you add those, and then the feet can go underneath. And there's only two pieces for the feet. They come in pairs. The feet come in pairs in this die set. And then that way they can line up pretty easily to the body. I do hope you check out the new release. They're such adorable products. I just decided to use these two products in this card, but I will have some upcoming cards, as well as the other design team members have some really wonderful cards out of this release. So I hope you will check it out and see what suits your design taste. This has the white and black for the eyes as well, so they can be easily put together and then added to the face. So there we have our lamb, which I cut some grass, which comes with the Lord is My Shepherd set. I cut that twice so that our lion and our lamb could stand on the grass. And as I said before, these flowers, which I think look like sunflowers, come with the Be Strong and Courageous set with the lion. So I cut those out and put those together as well. And then I just took some light kind of tealish cardstock, and I'm adding some dark blue for the sky on this top of this cardstock. I like to blend a sky on my cardstock just to give some contrast and kind of an ombre sky instead of just a flat color on the sky. After I do that, I'm going to come back with a little bit of teal color on the bottom, which will go underneath my grass. So I'm adding a little bit of teal along the bottom as well. Now it's time to lay this all out. I'm going to lay down my grass. I'm not going all the way to the bottom with my grass. I'm actually raising it up just a little bit. And I added two flowers, one on each side to start with, and then I'm going to add in my lion and lamb, and I'll add another flower in the middle. So I want to make sure though that it's laid out correctly. So I'm putting foam tape on my lion and my lamb so that they're popped up just a little bit. And as I go, I keep trying to make sure that everything is going to fit in on this card because I'm trying to add a lot to this one area of this card. So I have my lion and lamb popped up. I added that last flower, and there they are. I decided I would emboss the Be Strong and Courageous sentiment in the sky area. So I used some white pigment ink to stamp it. Then I'm going to use some white embossing powder. I use the white pigment ink a lot of time when I'm using white embossing powder, just because I don't have to use my Versamark or my clear embossing ink. The white works just as well. And then if any of the embossing powder gets missed, you still have a little bit of white behind it. And there you go, my completed card, Be Strong and Courageous. Again, check out the release, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out all the other designs along the video hop. Have a great day and happy crafting.